Amiibos! Hey guys, it's Ray. Back here with another episode of what the hell did I waste my money on this time? And yeah, talking about Amiibos. So this is obviously the Pirate Mithra Amiibo that I've had for quite a while. You can see the dust on here. So let's ignore that. I always thought Amiibos were really cool. At one point I thought about collecting them, but thankfully my friend told me, no! Stop! Don't do it! Think about all the money you're going to be wasting. And yeah, I thought about it, and at first I was thinking, oh, I don't have to get that many. I'll just get a few for Super Smash Brothers. And I just remembered how many characters are in Super Smash Brothers. Not gonna lie, some of the quality of the Amiibos just aren't there. For example, I mained Palutena in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, and I saw her little figure on the shelf one time, and I just looked at her face. Yeah, and I just decided not to get one of her. Especially the Smash Amiibos. There's definitely a few things that stop me from buying it. For example, you look at Link, and this is the Twilight Princess design. It's pretty cool. But since I played Ultimate, I kind of wish they had a new version, which had the Breath of the Wild Link instead. You know, that's like the version I played in game. Sure, we have the Breath of the Wild Link as an Amiibo himself, but it's different. They don't have the Super Smash Brothers base. Now, speaking of faces though, we talk about Pirate Mithra here. I think the faces look fine. I've seen Alm from Fire Emblem Echoes, and yeah, man's seen some shit, alright. Another thing about the Amiibos that I definitely don't think is that great is the box itself. Now, Nintendo, come on, you guys know collectors are buying these things. Why the heck is it a package that has to be broken open? Before, I do believe you were able to scan Amiibos just through the box, so you didn't have to break it. However, a lot of people did that in store just to get their goodies without buying the Amiibo. So I do believe they have a bit of foil at the bottom to block that functionality now. Aside from the looks, that is one thing the pop vinyl boxes do actually have, right? You can open them, you put pop vinyls onto your shelf, and then you can put the box elsewhere. Now, why am I showing these ones? Well, you can probably see, I actually dropped a keyboard on here, so the box is broken. And I was like, fuck it, I'm not that much of a collector. Might as well open it. Amiibo collectors around the world, I'm sorry. It had to be done. See, at least if there was a backdrop where we didn't have this thing, you'd be able to display it somewhere. But because you're ripping it open, the artwork's broken. Clearly, I have never unboxed Amiibo before. Being very careful. They're designed to be handled by kids, so surely they're not that easy to break. But still being careful. And yeah, they look great. Free from the box. And yeah, overall, pretty nice. Definitely would display on the shelf a lot nicer. One other thing about the Amiibos is just the way that they display. Unless you have a dedicated space to put these, it looks kind of messy. You know, having one or two like these two right here, it's not too bad. But before I even thought about purchasing Amiibos, the first thing I actually did was look at Amiibo displays. And half of these, while organized, still look quite messy. And unless I have an entire wall to dedicate to these things, I don't think I'd be able to collect them. But I'm just happy with these two. Will I really use the functionality of the Amiibo? I don't know which games have them, but yeah, I'll probably give it a try. But yeah, I'm just happy to have these two in particular. Now, Pyro and Mithra were technically my second Amiibo, so this one here is actually my first one. That's right, it's Joker from Persona 5. As you can see, at the top here, it says R for Ray, because it definitely doesn't contain my real name. I had a friend who worked at the Eve Games when I got this, so it was in high demand, and I just had him reserved for me. And I didn't think I was able to get it for an entire week, but I got my hands on it finally. You know, the box is in pristine condition, if you're a collector, and that's not about to be the case real soon. Excellent. That was a lot easier to get out. Oh man. Now this one is very stylish. I remember when this one was announced in the Smash Brothers announcements. Or I remember this one was announced. And everyone was talking about how the blue flame here just looks really cool. And I have to agree. I don't really have that Joker figure. I do have the pop vinyl actually. But yeah, this one is just so much nicer. Huh, I didn't actually realize it's actually silver here. I just thought the whole thing was blue. That's very nice details there. Yeah, one thing I know people complained about was the fact that some of the standees don't look as nice as this. Going back to Link as an example, not only is he the Twilight Princess one, he also has a massive piss bar as its stand. At least for Pyra and Mithra here, they have clear ones, so it's not as obvious. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, do I think I'm going to be getting any more Amiibos after these three? Probably not. But I did... But if there is a character I really like, then of course I'll probably just splurge some cash on it. I did think about getting Loftwing at one point, because it has that extra functionality of saving anywhere in the game for Skyward Sword on the Switch. But I end up not getting it, because it wasn't really the cheapest, and I don't really like the characters that much for me to really get it. Now for overall spending on the Amiibos. This one was the retail price. I got it for about $21 AUD. Not too bad. I think the details overall are really good. Some Amiibos obviously are a little more rare and they're more expensive on the secondhand market. I do believe Joker is one of them. And yeah, for Pyra and Mithra, I don't actually remember the prices here, but I think I spent about $44 for it. That's probably the normal price for a duo. I do believe Steve and Alex are the same price right now as well. But yeah, that's all for this episode of me wasting my money. Total wasted. Well, what do you guys think about these three Amiibos? Are there any other really cool Amiibos I don't know about? Do you guys have any Amiibos that you particularly like? And yeah, leave a comment down below and I'll see you next time.